I got up this morning singing. Woo! I got up this morning singing. I got up this morning singing. Hey, my God is so... Could we be a bit more lively? Here we go. Feeling good down in my soul. Feeling good down in my soul. Feeling good down in my soul. God, hey, my God is so good to me. All right, here we go, listen. In my time of trouble, God is so good. In my time of trouble, God is so good. Oh, in my time of darkness, God is so good. Hey, my God is so good to me. Well, in my time of triumph, God is, hey, in my time of triumph, when I take the time to praise the Spirit, hey, my God is so good to me. All right, everyone, go ahead and say hello to your neighbor. Good morning to everyone joining us online. Thanks for being with us. Ready to keep on singing? All right, here we go. When my day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. When the day is over, I'm singing, God. When the day is over, I'm singing, God is, hey, my God is so good to me. Take the time to praise the Spirit. Hey, my God is so good to me. Oh, every day, in every way, God is so good. Every day, in every way, God. When I take the time to praise the Spirit, hey, my God is so good to me. I woke up this morning singing. Oh, I woke up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I got up this morning singing. God is so good. Hey, my God is so. My God is so. My God is so good to me. Mr. Brent Jarvis on piano, Kelby McNair vocals and drums, and the VTC Community Choir in the seats. Give yourselves a hand. Oh, what a great way to start Celebrate. Thank you, Ricky Byers, for that amazing, amazing tune. And thank you, everyone, for your energy on this vibrant, sunny, sunshiny Sunday morning. So before I go on any further, I just want to see by raise of hands, is there anyone here for the first time on a Sunday? There are a handful of people, all right, and there's someone who's new here to me too. So I'm going to say hello to Maureen. There you are in the front row because I haven't seen you before here. So hello, thanks for being here. We also have Nikki, who was here for the first time at Elevate on Wednesday. So thanks for being here on a Sunday. Oh, well, new to me too then, all right. And then we also have Melissa in the back there, and then we have Aaron over on this side. Thank you, everyone, for being with us today, however it is that you found us. And so let's give them a warm VTC welcome the way that we do, okay? We love you, we appreciate you, and we're so glad you're here. Let's give them a hand. All right, so where is it that we all are? We are here at the Victoria Truth Center. We are a New Thought community, and we come together every Sunday, every Wednesday for our healing circles, lots of different times in between, to basically remember that there is only one thing going on. And whether you call that thing energy, creativity, spirit, source, the quantum field, God, or even love, which is what we like to call it here at VTC. We talk about love a lot. We talk about living life lovingly quite often. The word is less important than feeling and being that thing that we all are, okay? And because there's only one thing going on, everyone and everything is that. All of it, all the time. Not just a little, not just sometimes on special occasions or Sundays between 10:30 and 12, but all of it, all the time, every moment of every day. And we are the ones who get to decide how much of that energy, how much of that love, how much of that spirit, how much of God that we are, that we want to experience at any given moment. So how does that sound on a Sunday here at VTC right now? Okay, fantastic. And so let us also remember where it is that we are doing this celebrating, that we are doing this remembering, this becoming, this being, that we are coming together in gratitude and humility on Lekwungen territorial land, the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. We honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred spaces. What a blessing, gift, and privilege it is to be able to live and breathe and work and play and co-create in the shared spirit of harmony, respect, and love upon these sacred lands. May our community uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness that the Lekwungen peoples have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. Haichka. All right, and so now we're moving into our reflective or meditative tune. I'm going to switch mics. And so the lyrics are all up on the screen. If you would like to sing along, please do. If you would like to just close your eyes and turn within, feel free to do that as well. This is an opportunity to really not just remember who we are, but to feel the love and be the love and amplify it out into the world.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering all is one. I am remembering all is one. I am remembering. I am remembering all is one. So taking just a few extra moments and breaths to continue remembering who and what we are. Remembering that there is only ever one thing going on. And whether we call it spirit or source or God or love, This one is the essence, the foundation, and the beingness of all that is. And so as we come together to remember, to support each other, to amplify this dynamic, energetic flow, this love that we are, the more we anchor ourselves in the certainty that love is our true nature, the more we recognize it in others, and the more we amplify that love everywhere and everywhen. So for all of the love that is present, for all of the love that is on its way, what a gift and blessing it is to be right here, right now. So as I remain steeped and infused with and as the love that is the essence of everyone and everything, I am knowing that today's Celebrate Sunday is a beautiful, exquisite, successfully realized done deal in the universal mind of God, in the quantum field of infinite potentiality. So I release, I let go, and I bask in this infinite divine flow as together we affirm, and so it is. We are remembering who we are. We are remembering who we are. We are remembering. We are remembering who we are. I am remembering we are love. I am remembering we are love. I am remembering. I am remembering we are love. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. So just taking a few more moments in that energy, in that knowingness, that level of consciousness and presence, remembering, remembering, and being. I invite us all to receive a cleansing breath in and release. Gently opening your eyes if you have them closed. Thank you for your presence and your consciousness. Moving into the next part of our time together, which is to take a look at our theme for the month, which is noticing. So all month long, we have been checking out noticing and how noticing is informing our day-to-day life. And so there's an affirmation to go with this theme, just to really anchor us in this theme. With openness and curiosity, I notice what's alive in me right now. So I'm going to invite us all to say it together. You can remain seated, that's okay. But just take a moment and take a look at this affirmation, and what is it that is speaking to you? Is there anything being stirred up by any of the words or turns of phrase? And let's just offer this affirmation to ourselves and each other together, okay? With openness and curiosity, I notice what's alive in me right now. All right, So what is that feeling like for everyone? Now is an opportunity for a couple of people to share what is alive for them right in this moment. And so I'm curious to know who would like to be the first to offer something. Bill Geimer, you might need to come up because I don't know how far this mic is going to extend. There you go. Yeah, so if you want to stand here. There you go.
His sweatshirt.
Yes.
That's what you wore is true. The rest are mostly civilian.
Yeah.
This affirmation is so similar, I think, to what we've learned in those of us who come from Unity. I am open and receptive to the spirit of living truth within me right now. Isn't that just what
Wow.
she
Yeah.
said? What it said?
Yeah.
It all flows together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I just want to say a word about the scope of our spiritual responsibility, especially today. I have for years seen those words. And every time I see them, they evoke a warm feeling. Live life lovingly. But especially today, and I was talking to Barbara about the subject a little earlier before the service, I see now that those words are also very challenging, very difficult at times. And I'm reminded of that because today is the International Day of Solidarity with Palestine. And so I suggest that it is a day for us to reflect upon how we might lovingly, non-violently disempower the criminal regime in Israel. It won't be easy, but our mission is to live life lovingly.
And so that means to love everyone. Everyone, no matter what you think, how you feel, what your political inclinations are, everyone, because everyone is an expression of love. Everyone is love expressing. Thank you, Bill, for that call to action. Is there something someone else would like to share? Lori, fantastic.
So with the theme of noticing, something that I've noticed recently is that something has shifted within me recently since I've been coming here and taking on a practice, kind of not realizing that I was taking on a practice. Right. So over the last few years, I've noticed that I've been feeling disconnected, kind of separate from people out in the community, kind of like I'm standing over myself watching it all happen. But recently what I've noticed is that that's disappearing. Oh. Yeah. This morning I was thinking, I've got so much to do. I don't think I'm going to go this morning. And then I thought, hey, hold on a sec. This seems to be feeding you. And this is really what you need. It are these little antidotes, these little things that we're doing, touching our hearts, turning around to our neighbors, singing these songs, and connecting. So that's what I've been noticing.
Yay, Lori, thank you so much. Oh, I think Winnie might have something she wants to say too. Thank you very much for that.
Very short. I just wanted to say my share was that I feel connected. When it said, what's alive in me right now? Connection. And I'm sitting between two lovely women that one brand new to us and one who we've just connected this month. And we're neighbors, and we met sort of through this, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing.
Connection.
Thank you. Connection. Connection, noticing that disconnect is disappearing, and a call to action to live life lovingly. Thank you, everyone, for noticing what is alive in you right now. And just because our month is coming to an end doesn't mean that we need to stop noticing. If anything, I invite us all to keep noticing from moment to moment to moment, because there's all the stuff that is happening sort of outside of us, the conventional world. But what's alive in us every single moment of every single day is kind of like the quote that Bill offered from Unity. It's spirit, it's source, it's God, it's love. That's never not there. We're never not that. And so if we shift our focus to remembering that, we will show up more as that, and then we can only experience more of that love that we are from one now moment to the next. So thank you. Okay, so what I am noticing that is alive in me right now is I am still basking in the amazing magic and wonder of the Elevate second anniversary that we celebrated on Wednesday night. Was there anyone who was here for that? Winnie, Linda, Glenn, and Nikki, right? It was such an exquisite evening. I set up the whole space like a lounge, and we just had these tables with little lanterns on them, and it was a completely different vibe than it has been before. So we're going to experience that on Sunday soon, okay? But the thing that really stood out for me, I mean, among so many things, was the reading that my co-lead and really close friend Sheri offered. And so I have these backwards, I want to focus on some of the stuff that came out of that reading for me because it was so powerful. And so it's from Brianna Wiest's new book, which is The Life That's Waiting. And it's actually the foreword that Sheri read. I don't have this book. I've only heard the foreword from what Sheri read. And it was all about really embracing our calling, our spiritual work, about showing up for our life instead of just letting it pass us by. And so what this also made me think of is the Global Truth Center Los Angeles, which is where I did most of my spiritual and consciousness studies, and their mission statement, which is love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. And when you remember who you are, basically the other stuff, isn't really necessary because that's it. Love is all there is. But recently, for me, I came across this amazing contemporary philosopher and non-dualist called Rupert Spira, who is all about being. Like, don't even try to remember. There's no point in remembering because you already are the thing that you're trying to remember. And by trying to remember, you're kind of disconnecting yourself from who and what you really are. So that's kind of floating around in my head. I'm like, whoa, that's like a whole other level, right? And then there was this Brianna Wiest foreword on becoming. And so all three things kind of tied in together. And so I want to read you the way that this foreword starts. The reason you begin the journey is not for what you will get out of it, but the nature of what you will become for having completed it in the first place. And then she talks about a calling. And the calling for me, like a calling, my calling that I experienced when I experienced the call to ministry was like, whoa, this is why I'm here. This is my purpose in this lifetime. I've never experienced anything else that's even come close to this is my reason for being in this way right here, right now. But the thing is, you don't have to experience a call to ministry or a call to anything because we are all called to be more of who and what we are just by the nature of our being here and existing, right? So this is for us to become more aware of it. So she writes, a calling is not a career, it is not a task list, it is a lens through which you see the world. A sacred responsibility to translate the invisible into form, a daily devotion to becoming someone who lives in alignment with what is most real. And when we distill down everything that we experience, everything that we think about, all of our feelings, all of the stories that we tell, the experiences that we have, all of it comes down to spirit, energy, creativity, love, God, whatever you want to call it. That's the thing. That's the thing that is expressing itself in, through, around, and as us. Because if it doesn't express itself through us, it's just sort of, potentiality, right? Quantum field, all of these possibilities that exist in form but don't actually exist because we haven't focused on them yet. But as soon as spirit moves and grooves its way in through and as us, and we are aware that this is happening, then, oh my gosh, we get to choose whether we're going to experience more of that thing that is experiencing and fulfilling itself in, through, and as us. And that's the calling. That's the call for all of us, is live your most amazing life. Be the person, do the things, show up the way that only you are meant to show up, that only you, in your unique, original, individualized way, can show up as love, as spirit, as source, as infinite potentiality, as God. That's the calling that she's writing about. But it's still about becoming, right? And I'm not dismissing. I've only read the foreword. I haven't even read the entire book, and I will read the book because I'm a fan of hers too. But there's still this thing now for me about becoming. We already are that. And so what is it that we need to become? I'm not standing here having all the answers or telling you think the way I think or whatever. I'm just kind of tossing out, questions to you to open you up and get you curious, right? But for me, I'm becoming, being, becoming, being. And so when it comes to Rupert Spira, he says, allow becoming to subside in being. Be without becoming. I see some nodding heads. I'm just going to say that again. Allow becoming to subside in being. Be without becoming. So the title of my talk today is Surrendering into Being. And when I was looking for an image, I had no idea what I was looking for, but then I started thinking of whirling dervishes, Sufis, right? Who dance themselves into a frenzy, into a trance. Why? To let go of everything of the physical world and to experience and become more of God, right? And I thought, this is it, right? Just losing yourself so completely that you actually not only remember who you are, but just are, period. So that is why this photo. Now, in The Science of Mind, which was written by Ernest Holmes, who was the founder of religious science, which is one of the 4 main streams under the New Thought umbrella in the world. We are a New Thought center. He wrote in The Science of Mind, love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. So if we really, really listen to this, then what we are hearing is love, this incredible energy, this dynamism, this infinite potentiality, which is always present, needs something to express through so it can experience itself. And we are that thing. So not only are we this sort of vessel, if you will, but we are a demonstration. We are a manifestation of spirit, so spirit can actually enjoy life. It can know itself in a way that it couldn't if it didn't move and groove its way in through and as us. He also wrote, our mind and spirit is our echo of the eternal thing itself. And the sooner we discover this fact, remember who you are, the sooner we shall be made happy and free. And so essentially, it's just a reminder that our spiritual work that comes from the quote that we had in meditation, for those of us who are here in meditation, it's up to us to take our spiritual work seriously, to understand that we are being called every single moment into a fuller, greater, more powerful, more amazing expression of who and what we already are. And so if I go back to the quote that I ended with last Sunday in the talk that was inspired by Reverend Gail and what she offered from Deepak Chopra from the online summit that she and John were watching, I said, if we don't take our spiritual work, our calling, seriously, we will miss the infinite possibilities of being available to us and will be doomed to suffer a limited, diminished experience of living. And so that's not meant to be a downer, But it's kind of meant to be a wake-up call, as much for me as for anyone else who is hearing these words, because there will be times in our life where we don't want to, we don't know how, we don't want to come because we're tired or we don't feel like it, right? Lori, your share, yesterday I had the same thing, but with working out. I had one more to do, like in the series that I was doing the entire week, and we went to a concert, our weekend was full, and I did one in the morning, and I still had one left, and as we're driving home and it's getting dark, I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do it. And I said to Glenn, please help me. Don't let me make excuses because this is so important, right? So he's like, put on your gym clothes, send me a text when you've hit the start on the video. And I'm like, okay. And then I did it, and it wasn't my favorite one, but oh my gosh, did I feel so much better after I did it, right? And then I know I would have been so disappointed in myself had I not done it, because it's a commitment. And there will be times when we follow our commitment, but we don't want to because we don't feel like it. Because what happens is our comfort zone, our ego, it wants to stay exactly as it is. It doesn't want to grow. It doesn't want to move into the new. It doesn't want to expand. It wants to stay like this. But here's the thing. If we are this eternal thing that has no limits, no bounds, no beginning, no end, that is constantly on the move, that is forever evolving and changing and expanding, it cannot be contained. And so it's going to keep giving us signals and nudging and sometimes slapping us upside the head to grow, to learn, to expand, to remember who we are, to become more of who and what we already are, so that ultimately we can just be. So in the Heart of Prayer, Rupert Spira writes, in being without becoming, there is no movement of ourself, no dynamism, tension, attention, or devotion. We do not go towards that for which we long, we sink into it. This sinking takes place on the vertical dimension of being, not the horizontal dimension of becoming. It takes place in a direction that cannot be known by the mind. And so this speaks to how important it is to really, really honor, listen to, and trust our heart. To feel everything that it is that we are experiencing, to honor those feelings. And just like is at the center of our values compass here, our purpose for our community, which came from the community, it is to embody, to feel and experience in every single cell, every single system, every organ, every atom, every molecule, every interspace of our being, that we are God. We are pure, essential love expressing every moment of every day. That is the point. That is our spiritual work. That is our calling. So Ernest Holmes wrote about love, that love is a cosmic force whose sweep is irresistible. And this is who and what we are, and this is what is continually moving its way, expressing its way, expanding and fulfilling its way in, through, and as us. And our only job is to let it. So to end, more from Brianna Wiest at the end of that foreword, she writes, the point is not what comes back, but what pours out of you as you go, so that it can be said in the quiet after you are gone, they did not waste their soul. And so for us, my invitation and call to action for all of us is, let us not waste our souls. Let us remember who and what we are, so that we can embrace our sacred responsibility of translating the invisible into form, so that ultimately we can sink into being by further embodying and surrendering to and as the love we truly are. Thank you, and so it is. Whew. I'm smelling some goodness from below right now. I don't know what's baking, but I know the hospitality team is whipping up something for fellowship. Okay, so now it's time for conscious connection. And so I'm going to invite you, if you would like, get into groups of maybe 3 or 4 so that you can chew on and unpack what it is that's coming up for you after the talk or with whatever it is that's been happening here today. If you don't want to partake, that's totally okay too. Feel free to go for a walk. There's clipboards you can look at. There's actually a journal I want to bring to everyone's attention. There is a book on the table over there for testimonials and thank yous. So we would welcome you writing a little something about your experience about Celebrate in there. It's kind of like a guest book, if you will, so that we have a little archive of people's experiences, okay? But whatever it is that you're doing now, I will ding the meditation bowl when it's time to come back, okay? Thank you. All right, everyone, come on back from your lively conversations. And as people are settling back into formation, I'm going to hand out the You Are Beautiful blessing box. Take one to add to your collection and pass it on. All right, and so as the You Are Beautiful box is coming around, filled with affirmations and blessings, my little gift to you, then I just want everybody to notice how it is that you're feeling right now compared to how you were feeling when you walked in. Better? Oh, look at this, look at this. Yeah, love it. Oh, lots of hands like this. Fantastic. One arm, fantastic, Barb. I know that's what you can do. I know that's what you can handle right now, so thank you. That's great. So this upliftment, this connection, this joy, this whatever it is that you're feeling that is having you feeling better, more of who and what you already are, this never runs out, right? It is this continual, eternal wellspring of energy, of love, of beauty, of joy, of happiness, of connection, of infinite potentiality that is always there. And so right now, our cup literally runneth over. And so now is an opportunity to share some of that love, share some of that joy, however it is that you feel called to do so. If you would like to make a donation to VTC to continue supporting this kind of programming and this kind of community growth, there are several different ways to do so. If you would like to volunteer, there are different ways to do so. If you would like to lend your skills, your talent, there are different ways to do so. Where are the board members right now? Raise your hand. Okay, so there's Mary and myself right now. So if you have something that you want to share, that you want to give, Kathy's actually downstairs hanging out with the scones that are about to come out of the oven for fellowship, then please let us know, because we would love, love, love to champion whatever it is that you have to offer as we all build community together. However it is that you are being generous of spirit, I invite you to place your hands on your heart, and with enthusiasm, let's declare this generosity affirmation together. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. And so I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze for just a few moments as we allow that gratitude and appreciation and generosity of spirit to amplify, to expand out beyond our individual beingness, out beyond these walls, out into the world, knowing that every single ounce of love, every single bit of generosity continues to go forth to heal, prosper, and bless. So for all of the love that is present, for all that is on its way, for all of the ways that we can give, I simply say thank you, and yes, please, to more opportunity to do so, as together we affirm, and so it is. A VTC's festive holiday lunch, Sunday, December 14th, that is in 2 weeks.
going to be a wonderful, wonderful time to connect, and there's going to be so much food. Our hospitality team is providing sort of the staples of the meal, and then all of us, many of us are going to bring stuff to supplement and just build it all out. If you or someone you know is in need of prayer, please jot down a little prayer request, put it in the box, and then it will go to our VTC prayer team, and we will know for you and yours affirmatively for the entire week. You can also email prayers@victoriatruthcenter.org anytime. All prayers are kept confidential, and prayer works, okay? So even if you're like, I don't know, write it down and let us know for you and yours. All right, then I'm going to invite everyone to stand on up. We're going to sing our closing tune,
which has been a lot of fun this month at Celebrate and Elevate as we love each other up. So could we have the lyrics, please, Linda? Super simple. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. All right? So the love starts with us. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. And that's it. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. Again, I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start love me. Find someone next to you and sing to them. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving. Now someone behind you or in front of you. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. A couple more times. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. One last time. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. Woo! And that is another Celebrate Sunday at BTC. Thank you, Mr. Brent Jarvis on piano, Kelby McNair on vocals and drums. Thank you. I'm actually, gentlemen, why don't you start playing us out? And I'm just going to thank a whole bunch of people. All right, so thank you to Glenn Sheridan on tech. Thank you to almost the entire greeter team for being here today. Reverend Joanna, Bill Geimer, Barb McLaughlin, Kathy. I think that's everyone, right? Okay. And thank you to the hospitality team that is baking away and bringing up all sorts of goodies for us to share right away. Thank you to all the new people who came out today. And thank you to everyone for helping us to build community together. Whether you were here in person, online, we love you, we appreciate you, we're so glad you're here.